What's up guys, Pidget here. Last league I made a tanky bosser and mapper character, and you guys loved it. So I made an improved version explosive trap saboteur build for the upcoming new league Lake of Calandra. If you not played this skill before, you will throw traps and this will explode 8 or 10 times in a row. Depends you have the helm enchantment or not. All the explosion can hit the same enemy. This is where our DPS coming from, and from the numbers of traps. You will scale gem level to reach high gem levels. On the defensive side, we have so many things. Firstly, we're using life and energy shield combination. Using Grace Aura for evasion rating, so we almost can die from the monster's basic attacks or projectile. Because we're using Grace, we can use Ghost Death Keystone. When we take a hit, we will recover 3% of our evasion rating as energy shield. We have over 25k evasion rating, so we will recover 750 energy shield if we take a hit. And we can do this 3 times in a row before the stacks recharge. To benefit from this even more, you will use energy shield and evasion base type and a crystal belt with energy shield mod on them. This is how we countering the life as maximum energy shield mod remove. Determination and Molten Shell combo for the physical damage reduction. Because of that, we will using our panic button via Molten Shell. When this is active, we almost immortal for the duration. For even more duration, we linked increased duration to this skill, so we can use this for almost 20 seconds, which is plenty of time to do the boss mechanics or just reach a safe zone to recover. Speaking of physical damage, we're using minimum endurance charges for even more damage reduction. Sadly, we can't use Defiance Banner because the mana reservation mastery removed. Maybe if we have more reservation on gear, then we can fit in, otherwise don't use it. Ignite and shock immunity because we choose Saboteur as our Ascendancy. It's important to get these immunities in the current patch, because all the monsters could shock or ignite us. For even more defense, I upgraded my Pantheon to get freeze immunity, also we reducing the effect of chill by 50%. Now we almost can be touched by physical attacks. Only danger left for us is the spell damage, but we have a solution for this. Using spell suppression on gear, which is preventing half of the spell damage when we take spell damage. In 3.19 they nerfed the spell suppression chance on gear, so we will counter this by allocating a few spell suppression node on the tree and we good to go. We also blinding nearby enemies and we will take 15% less damage from them. On the offensive side, this is a trap build, so we can preload our damage. So we can burst down the bosses in the first few seconds. My original build was using alternating scepter from heist, but they nerfed so hard the brittle effect, so we need a new solution for this. The solution is we will convert our physical damage to fire. The trap has already built-in conversion, so we only need 50%, and we can cover this with 2 things. First solution is in our gloves. We will use implicit and converting fist to fire, and we also crafting fist to fire, so we only left is 5% physical damage. The second solution is we using Skin of the Lord's unique body armor with Avatar of Fire keystone. The only problem with this, I can't tell the price of this item with the right colors because you can't modify the sockets or the sockets color on this chest. So I can't tell the price at the start of the league. So this is option, it's just for the Uber endgame, not the regular bossing and mapping. Because we are trap build, we can generate power and frenzy charges easily if an enemy is triggering or traps. So this is why you will see the frenzy and power charges is sticked in the path of building. First of all, I would like if you hit the like button like the shaper hitting the elder, so it can start spread to more people. Thank you. Quick rundown on the gear side. Because with scaling the gem levels, we need every source of +1 to fire or physical skill mod. You can have that on your weapon, shield or your amulet. In 3.19, they removed the maximum life as maximum energy shield mod from your chest piece. So all the base type needs to be energy shield and evasion rating base, except the shield. This is full energy shield. Also, otherwise you can't have the +1 to fire or physical skill because this mod is exclusive for the energy shield base type. Your belt needs to be a crystal belt with energy shield mod on this. You will boost your energy shield pool even higher, so we almost nullify the chest mod nerf. Few implicits worth to mention you will need in your gear. On your helmet, increase mana reservation efficiency of skill, you need at least 9%. The other mod is increase critical chance for spells. Also, you need explosive trap enchantment. Explosive trap cause 2 additional smaller explosions. On your gloves, increase trap throwing speed and inflict fire exposure on hit. On your boots, drops bitter ground while moving. I know they nerfed this mod, but still gives +2 global critical chance, so it's still worth to using. The other mod is physical damage as extra fire damage. You will craft on your ring and amulet minimum endurance charges for the extra physical damage reduction. We have 2 options for the body armor. Option 1, we using a rare armor with life and craft. Determination has increased aura effect and increased aura effect while there is a unique enemy in your presence. Option 2, you can use Skin of the Lord's unique body armor with avatar of fire, but you need 1 blue, 3 green and 2 red socket. I'm saying this because you can't modify the socket colors. If you're using this body armor, you don't need the gloves fizz to fire mod/craft. I just want to highlight a few things on the passive tree that you need for the build. We're using 8 passive caster jewel with Iron Breaker, Battle Hardened and Force Multiplier. 2 medium cluster jewel, the first with Surprise Sabotage and Guerrilla Tactics, the other jewel Arcane Pyrotechnics and Guerrilla Tactics. In 3.19 they removed the mana reservation master, so we need a solution for this. There is 2 options for the reservation problem. Option 1, we can use the Conqueror efficiency unique jewel and we don't need to use an Enlighten. Option 2, we're using Enlighten and swapping out the Conqueror efficiency jewel. The rest of the jewels is rare with life and critical strike multiplier with fire or elemental skills. We're taking Saboteur as our Ascendancy because almost this is the only Ascendancy in the game that synergizes very well with the traps. The notables in order are the following. In your first lab you take Perfect Crime because our mana cost in the early stages is high. This helps sustain our mana, also it gives us extra damage. Second lab we take Explosion Expert for more damage. Third lab you will take Pyromaniac. This is what I really like in this Ascendancy. You will get health regen and you will be immune to shock and ignite. When you complete your Uber lab, take Born in the Shadow. This is our defensive part. You will take less damage from the blinded enemies while nearby enemies is also blinded. Gem and Gemlink, starting with the body armor. We socketing in our body armor, Explosive Trap with Fire Penetration, Concentrated Effect, Trap and Mind Damage Support, Life Tap and Swift Assembly. Or mapping setup, we swapping out the Concentrated Effect and the Swift Assembly support to Cluster Trap and Increased Area Effect. In our helmet, Herald of Ash, Determination and Graves. This is our auras. We have a spot for an Enlighten if we get one. In our weapon, Summon Skitterbots, Flame Dash linked with Life Tap. Really important, when you socketing these gems inside your weapon, do not link the Summon Skitterbots with Life Tap because it will mess up your reservation as you can see here. You see here Arcane Surge level 1 for the caster jewel here. Gain Arcane Surge when your trap is triggered by an enemy. So you don't need to use it inside your weapon. I just plug in damage increase simulation. In our gloves, socketing Assassin Mark with Life Tap, Flamethrower Trap and Combustion. We're using Combustion for the fire resistance reduction. When our Flamethrower Trap will ignite enemy, it will decrease his fire resistance. In our boots, Bear Trap, Molten Shell, Cast when damage taken and Life Tap. Really important, Gust when damage taken needs to be level 1, Molten Shell level 10. If you have more than level 10, your Gust when damage taken setup is will not working. We're using Bear Trap for the increased damage for our traps. I hope you enjoyed this video about Explosive Trap Saboteur. If you have any question, please let me know under the video. Have a wonderful league start, guys. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.